Abraham Lincoln once says that you cannot help men permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. Wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. We welcome you back once again to our News Digest this day, the 23rd day of August 2022. And today is Tuesday, to be precise. And of course, we must say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is still coming from the desk of Nicky Bobby, where we bring you reliable news across Biafra land. We have the made necessary to bring to you and answer some of your questions. It is important because when we allow you continue carrying on these propagandas, you end up messing yourselves up. But before we continue, we equally want to use this opportunity to encourage you the more. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as to give us thumbs up should you like what we are doing here. And this particular program will be necessary for you to share it to those who might quality need this clarification, this answer, or those of the like minds. Because we have come to notice that there are so many distractions that is going on. And of course, some people have keyed in into this distraction. What is this distraction we are referring to? People who are working for the Zoological Republic, and some of them who claim that they are serving the interests of the Biafrans, but the other way around, they are working for the zoo. They key in this small thing that happened, and they start sabotaging the DOS. DOS is the Directorate of State for the indigenous people of Biafra. They are the ones that are leading the movement, and that is the IPOB movement. In other words, the governing body for the indigenous people of Biafra. Few days ago, the Zoological Republic forces raided somewhere in Enugu, Ezike, and that has been causing an issue. Some people have utilized the opportunity and said they start talking nonsense against the DOS, against the leadership. I want you to listen carefully to the answers to the words of Mazichina Sawuru that he made during one of the interactive sessions that he had last week. And this will go a long way to clarify you and give you the answer. I know why I'm tapping into it. It is, I decided to play it such long so that you have the background of how this thing started. Please listen to it.
Dear friends and all the lovers of freedom, there are few announcements I want to make this evening, or a few clarifications I would like to make this evening. Let me make it very clear this evening that we have seen this couple of days. There have been a news, because I'm clarifying this thing on air, because it has been there. Everybody, messages are coming, people are calling us. Let me make this thing very clear. We have ESN in every state. It will be very bad that IPOB leadership who are in control of ESN, that they don't know where their location of their men are. It will be very bad that the ESN command do not know where their camps are, the locations of their camps, how many camps they have in every state, how many camps they have in a local government. When somebody comes to impose something on you, we don't take credit for what we don't want, what we don't. If it is your own, claim it is your own. Everybody knows you are responsible. We have said this thing many times. If something happened to ESN, we have our commanders in each state. We have commanders in many camps and all these things. They know who to report to. They know. If anything happened, they know who to report to. They know their superior. And the messages flows from that pattern. We are a structured movement. We are not people that I didn't eat. You come and no, because there is an avenue where you can make your complaints and your problems will be taken care of. The ones we can. So these few days, because sometimes when people see us come to release a press release to clarify certain things, put in your mind that media people are calling us to accept if we are responsible, to know if we are responsible. We have people who are also supporting this struggle. They might not be at home. We are all over the world. We have respected people who will call to ask, are you people aware of these things? When we are not aware, in order to cut many of these questions, because people can call you for 5 days, hundreds of calls, in order to quench all these things. The best way, because the media and publicity secretary, Mazi Emma Powerful, will be receiving calls. They will be asking, are we aware of this thing? Does it belong to you people? It is our duty to tell our people the truth. And if it belongs to us, we know how we communicate. If it doesn't belong to us, we don't know about it. We'll tell you we don't know about it. Anybody can go back to some of my my broadcasts a couple of months back when I mentioned about Chojo and the people in Enugu, Ezike. I made it very clear that I was warning people that because of why was that? Because there were many calls, many inquiries coming to IPOB. There is ESN in Enugu, Ezike. We told them, they said, because they said they are ESN in Enugu, Ezike. They attack churches. There were churches they attack, carry their musical instruments, there are people, there are things. They have been, you people saw in the marketplaces, they will come and shoot. We told you, these people are not ESN. ESN is not, ESN supposed to be in Enugu, Ezike. There are times we were there, but the criminals, when we were pursuing people in Anambra, I made it very clear here that some of them have run to Enugu. I made it very clear on Radio Biafra that some criminals chased away from Anambra are heading to Enugu. They are now started that the same criminality in Enugu, and they are in Enugu. They are now committing the same crime that is happening in Anambra. When I said it, some of them tried to justify it that because the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was asked to bring them ESN in Enugu, Ezike, because they have a bordering town with Benue. They didn't bring them. They now request somebody to bring them. They now bring them. Up to you. It is not our responsibility. Because you requested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to bring you people in Enugu, Ezike. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not send it. If you want to go and take criminal now to protect you, then you bear the consequences. You bear the consequences. You don't come and put blame or you want to force something that doesn't belong to us. We asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to give us ESN. You don't tell IPOB where to put ESN because in that your Enugu, Ezike, there are a lot of issues. People, politicians with land, and all this. We have, ESN have been in many places in Enugu, and we know what we have passed through. We know how many sabotage we have gotten from the society, from within the environment. Wherever we are going to risk our men, because they have come to defend you people. Wherever we have brought them to defend you, and we are not getting the maximum support, we move to another place because we don't have that resources to keep people where they will be affected. So now, in this newspaper all over, they found a policeman they were looking for that was adopted, and they found his dead body in the same camp. Please, Nigerian social media and Nigerian media, I'm putting please just for you to always verify your information before you put the name of IPOB and the ESN on your publications. It is very, very important that whenever you are writing any article or such malicious article against the indigenous people of Biafra, as a media personnel, you have to contact, all of you have contact of our media and publicity secretary, Powerful, to get the actual story. It's not just coming on your newspaper. You say IPOB and ESN camp was invaded and the people were caught and this thing. This is all fallacy.
Yes. This goes a long way to show you the way IPOB operates. The question that you ask yourself is, why didn't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continue to supplying Enugu Ezike with the ESN? Mazi Chinasa has taken his time to answer that question because there are lots of politicians there. There are lots of good for nothing chiefs and the Igwes in Enugu Ezike within that particular region. All their effort is to continue sabotaging ESN. Anytime ESN goes there, then we go and involve army. But ESN is coming there to protect them, to protect their bushes, to guide the women, the children, to go to the farm. And these are the people that have been mingling with the Fulanis. I mean, those parts of Enugu Ezike. So ESN couldn't continue operating there. That's the answer that Mazi Chinasa gave, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has stated it before now. That before they come to your region, ESN, before they will allow ESN to come, you must show that spirit of cooperation. You must support it. Let me give you an example. You don't go to Cross River States and bring some able-bodied men, members of ESN. Maybe you want to send them somewhere in Abia State where they don't know. You don't expect about 20 of them or 50 of them to only go there. How would they locate the bushes? How would they find the roads? There must be some certain number of ESN, able-bodied men from Abia State, especially that particular locality, that the community will provide, that will work hand in hand with those that are coming from Cross River States. But these are the things that those parts of Enugu Ezike have failed. Now, can you understand? That's why I always ask you, I always advise you, before you go into analysis of what you don't know, why don't you take your time to consult, to find out, to make research about that particular thing you want to discuss? And some people that claim that they are analyzing news, some people that claim that they are supporting Biafra, they will come up and start fighting DOS. They are asking, why is it that ESN is not in Enugu Ezike? That DOS is claiming that ESN they don't have camp there. But that's the truth. That is the truth. Because those from Enugu Ezike, the chiefs, the politicians, they don't want ESN. And you don't send them there to risk their lives. No, it's not possible. So you that is questioning that DOS should come and answer you, this question has been answered before now. So that is why, because you do not follow what is going on, and that is the reason why you will come out and start talking something that you are not aware of. We urge you, before you speak things like that, before you escalate issue, try to get the accurate answer. Try to get the accurate understanding of what you want to discuss. You don't just come out and start talking something that is irrelevant. This is the reason why ESN vacated Enugu Ezike. And that was before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned. So when you are saying because DOS fell, that is why some people are now having faith in some other people to guide them. Okay, now, they have gone to guide them, and these are the people that are contributing and perpetrating those evil. And when the Zoological Republic forces track down those people that claim that they are working at Enugu Ezike, and I wouldn't use the name ESN or fake ESN for anything. These are hoodlums. When the zoo government tracked them, their leader, those who sent them, did those people come out and say, sorry, these are my group of people? No. They never said it to you today. They never even make any attempt to rescue them. And this is what is continuing going. And when you continue promoting them, telling that that is why people now sought for another alternative. What other alternative are you talking about? We are asking you to do things that are not necessary. If your community fails to support DOS, to support the ESN, how then do you expect ESN to come to your side? You see, this is why I started by quoting the words of Abraham Lincoln. You cannot help men permanently by doing for them what they could and as well as what they should do for themselves. These are the little things that the ESN as well as the IPOB expected those from different communities to do. Do your own parts so things will work out well, very smoothly. And that is why you see this thing you call revolution. The revolution will be complete only when the language is perfect. This language I'm referring to here is not this type of language I'm speaking. What I mean here is understanding how to work pari passu, hand in hand, if you must overcome, if you must actualize that which you want. And that is this freedom for restoration, fight for restoration of freedom that we are fighting. We are urging you, our people, do the needful. Listen and be obedient for once. You don't go and sabotage ESN and you expect the leadership or the commander, those who are in charge of ESN, to continue sending ESN where you are sabotaging them. Is that what doing? It is not. And the IPOB and ESN wouldn't allow your propaganda to do anything to them. No. We know you guys, when you come out and claim that yes, you're Biafra, you are this, but why is it that ESN is not in Enugu, Ezike? Why are they partial? Why are they sending people to other communities, but they cannot send to Enugu, Ezike? And that is why Biafrans now started following somebody else. Is that no madness? You can follow whomever you want. But what we are telling you, stop sabotaging the name of ESN, sabotaging the name of DOS, sabotaging the name of IPOB. Yes, it is necessary. I'm telling you the truth. It's there for you to come and make reckless comment that doesn't make sense. Why don't you concentrate to find out the total truth about something? Those things, those your words can never demoralize IPOB because they continue working here, because they know the mission, why they are here. We needed to clarify this because we've received a lot of comments about it. We've received a lot of concern, a lot of reservation. People continue murmuring, talking. Why is it that the ESN is not in Enugu, Ezike? We directed you on one of our last videos to go and watch this broadcast of Mazi Chinasamoro, but I bet that some of you didn't watch. That is why it's necessary to bring it to you so that you will hear the answer why ESN camp is not in Enugu, Ezike. So if you want to work with the Zoological Republic government, with their media houses, those who are writing garbage saying that it is ESN, that's left for you. Between you, the Zoo media, as well as the Zoological Republic government, and then the ESN leaders, whom will you attract the correct and truthful information from? Use your brain. And whenever we ask you to use your brain, you feel that we are insulting. No, we are telling you the truth. When you put 1 plus 1, you know the answer you get. Of course, you know that it's not all in all. It's not in all bases that 1 plus 1 will give you 2. Not in all bases. So that is why we ask you use your brain. If you get to the base where 1 plus 1 will not give you 2, then you know how to plus and minus it. You understand me? So that's why we ask you use your brain. I think there are some bases that 1 plus 1 will give you 1, right? Yes, and in base 2, 1 plus 1 will give you 2. So it's not in every circumstances that 1 plus 1 will give you 2. So that is why we implore you to make use of your brain. We thank you for listening. We believe that this answer has gone a long way to settle your curiosity. Of course, we must maintain that it is a Biafra land, that all of us have our citizenship, and until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. May you remain safe wherever you may be.